Okay?
Okay.
It's S as in Sam, ITA.
Get your email address or maybe your phone number.
Phone number 647-915-7422.
Thank you for that. Give me a sec. Is it Sita or Sita?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. How can I help you today?
I want to speak to a senior advisor, please.
Okay. Can I ask you the reason if you don't mind?
Yeah, I have issues on my Mac, obviously. Things are disappearing from my Mac.
Okay. I'll get a senior advisor on. Just wait on the line for 2 to 3 minutes. I'll get someone, okay?
Sure, thank you.
Hi, Sita. Are you still there?
I am.
I really appreciate your patience. I have Nita on the line. She's my senior advisor. She's going to take over the call, okay?
Fantastic, thank you.
Hi there, Sita.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. You mentioned you had reached out and asked for a senior advisor?
I did.
All right. What's going on today?
All right, I'm sorry. Can you give me your name again?
Renita.
Renita, fantastic. Renita, let me get into it. Let's screen share.
Oh, I need a serial number first of the device that you're wanting
Sure.
to screen share with.
Sure. It is C as in Charlie, 02 G as in God, 85 F as in Frank, Q as in QR code, 6 L as in Lost, 7.
I'll repeat real quick. C as in Charlie, 02, G as in Golf, 85, F as in Frank, Q as in Queen, 6, L as in Larry, 7.
Perfect.
MacBook Air.
Mm-hmm.
Now for the screen sharing, I only control my mouse, and if you need to bring up anything that's confidential or need to sign into anything, let me know ahead of time so I can pause the screen share.
Got it.
All right. And what is the email address for your iCloud account that you signed in on there?
It's 0, the number 0, Luke, Luke, DALLABONA
And I'll say it was number 0, and then L is in Larry, U is in uniform, K is in kangaroo, E is in echo, and was that D is in David
Yes.
after that?
Yes.
And then A is in apple, L is in Larry, L is in Larry, A is in apple, D is in David, O is in Oscar.
No. B. Not D as in David. B as in Bob.
Okay.
So
Got
Bonna.
it. And then
BONA.
after that, got it. And so O is in Oscar, N is in Nancy, A is in apple, at
Correct.
gmail.com.
Perfect.
Okay. So what's a good phone number if we get disconnected?
Okay, now I am glad you asked that. 647-915-7422.
Okay.
And do me a favor.
And you said it was,
Go ahead.
oh, okay. 647-915-7422.
7422, correct.
Got it. And it looks like the screen's on here. I'm in.
Can you? I can barely hear you. I can barely hear you.
Oh, I said it looks like I'm in. The
Good.
screen sharing came through. And what do you want to show me here?
Perfect.
The console.
I'm going to close this activity monitor.
That's actually the console, not the activity.
Oh, yes, that's console.
that
Sorry.
I'm looking at.
Activity monitor is back
Okay,
there.
I see that.
You are
I see
correct.
it.
Okay, so I'm going to close this. So I have a lot of recordings. Ignore all of that for now. And let me show you. I'm going to start at the beginning. I have been trying to reach, hold on, what's her name? An Apple senior advisor who I'd spoken to about 2 weeks ago. She emailed me and I asked her to connect with me again, and I never heard back from her. You should have a file on that. You should have a record of that. Yes?
You'd have to give me a case number for me to confirm, otherwise I'd
Okay.
have to
I'll
look through a lot of stuff if you
That's
call
okay.
a lot.
You know what? I will do that now only because I get constant disconnection. So I'm gonna see. There it is. It's Brandy. There's Brandy.
It looks like it's 101 653 757. And your question about the case, what were you asking exactly again?
So
On it?
here's what I'm asking. So I was speaking to Brandy and I did call Apple and leave a message for Brandy to call me back. She was fantastic and I really wanted to talk to her again, but I did not get any response from her. Can you tell me what date her last response to me was?
It looks like there's a response. I don't actually see one. I just see you sending in something here.
Good.
But I don't see a response yet.
Well,
that advisor.
okay.
At
So
this point, yeah.
okay, so we're in sync, and that's not a good thing for me because I did call Apple. I left a message for her, and I would appreciate it if I'm contacting senior advisor. I'm taking the time to do it, but nobody's responding.
Yeah, no, I get that. And we don't know what her personal situation is and why, she hasn't responded since that time. They're just sending you the email to communicate with her.
Right.
So we're not going to think of any ill will on her
That's
we don't know
okay.
her.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's why I waited
But I
to.
do apologize that this happened because, yeah, if you have a concern, you are expecting, them to reach back out to you and whatnot if you guys had that communication and
The
doing
thing
that.
is, the thing is, like I said, she was wonderful, and I wanted to connect with her, and that's why I waited 2 weeks before I am reaching out again.
Reaching out again.
Okay,
So
wanted
the
to.
most I could do, and I can't even guarantee that I'm able to reach out to her directly because it really depends on the area that she's in. Let me see. Because the most I could do is see if I can reach out. If I'm not able to, then responding to the email again there, because when you do, it pops up on our end. Would be another thing to reach back out to her. Let me look at that real quick.
It's all right. I have you now, so we'll move ahead.
Yeah. I was gonna say otherwise I would be just taking over from this point forward.
That's
And it looks like I don't have a way to communicate with her directly. So yeah, the only way would have been if you just replied to her email again for it to pop up on her end to show that you are still trying to reach out to her.
well.
But yeah,
So
I can go ahead and move forward with you.
yes, absolutely. So the reason I brought up the email is because I get constant disconnection. So if you don't mind sending me an email where I can respond to you before I get disconnected from you, that would be great.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, while you're doing that, give me a couple of seconds, okay? I'll be right back. Thank you. All right, I'm back. If you can let me know when that is sent.
I sent it.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Okay.
Sent it.
Okay, haven't gotten it yet. All right, I'll wait for that. But in the meantime, let me show you what's happening, okay? And I'm going to run through this, and then you
Give
can.
me a second. I have to get back to that.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Good.
Now I can see.
So, things are disappearing from my computer, and let me give you the background. So, and I record what's happening. So, I unbox the computer on there on February the 12th. Okay. There, I'm in Canada. Unboxed it on February the 12th. Let me. Immediately, the Mac says the device does not have an internal battery. Okay. It tells me Your screen is being observed on the 12th, on when I unboxed it, okay? Your screen is being observed. So I document very finely what's happening. It also tells me in the log that I'm a client on my own computer and I'm entitled for destructive operations. That's on the 12th again, February the 12th. Now, I also have September the log. There's mobile installation is the title of the log. It shows the computer shows date of September the 23rd before I unbox the computer, and it shows all this installation, and it failed to query. Not only that, it shows all, not this, this is the beginning kernel extension, but it shows on the 6th, remember I unboxed on the 12th, but on the 6th, all of these things happening, all restricted kernel extensions. Now, I was told by Brandy that I should not show any date previous to unboxing. Is that correct?
What? No, that doesn't make sense at all, because how would they have been able to install the software on the Mac
Thank
prior
you.
to you unboxing it?
Great. Thank you. So this should not happen.
No, I'm saying you would see dates prior to unboxing it, because how would they have put the software in the Mac and the device itself
Okay.
prior to unboxing it? So
Okay.
yes, you would see dates prior to unboxing.
I should see this, you're saying.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So
You
this
would
is
find this in Windows operating systems.
okay.
If you bought a Windows operating system and looked in their, back end of the system where it's working and doing everything, you'll see dates prior to that person's unboxing and setting it up as well. That's,
All right.
of course.
Got it. So you're saying expected behavior.
Sure.
All right. That is the opposite of what Brandy said. That it should not happen. The logs should show when I open the computer. That's when the logs should start. It should not show anything
Well,
that
I
because
don't know what kind of experience she has with computer programming, because we all have various backgrounds here at Apple. But yeah, the dates will also show prior to unboxing.
so you're okay.
When you're looking at the console like this is really for an engineer or system, software people who are creating, different software, not for a general consumer. Because when a general consumer looks at it, since they haven't been trained, in computer language and creating scripts to make things work, they're going to assume something's wrong when they go in here and they're reading all this stuff because they don't understand the language. They don't speak the language. So, yes, I can understand if you're looking at the console, but are you an engineer? Are you a software engineer?
So here's the thing. No, I'm not.
Okay.
But
So
okay.
then our discussion makes no sense here, because this is for system software engineers. And yes, they use certain words that may not make sense to a consumer, and that would, cause alarm.
Right.
But I can take this information that you're showing me here and send it up to our product security team and have them take a look at it. But every time a customer has brought in and said, oh, look at the console, look at all this stuff, it's always been just regular system software working like it's supposed to be. The wording is just because that is the computer language that they're using to work their scripts for the apps and the operating systems that we're creating.
Well, thank you for that. So let me see if I understand you correctly. You're saying this February the 6th date is because that's when things were installed by Apple.
At some point.
At some point, right. So something was absolutely installed on February the 6th, right?
If you're seeing that date, yes.
Correct. Well, thank you. Because I am not asking about the specifics of what it says. I'm looking at the date, right? That's all I'm looking at right now, at this point in time, at the date. So on February the 6th, this computer was sitting in my closet. So that is why I'm querying, why does it say February the 6th when the computer was still in the box, sitting in my closet, didn't open it? And your thought on
But
that?
again, I'm looking at a kernel extension. So this kernel extension, I don't know what it's in regards to because I'm not a system software engineer anymore. So again, I can send this information up
Okay.
and then have them review it to verify if they see anything, conspicuous.
All right. So I'm going to leave that for now. I'm basically just asking questions right now to find out what's expected behavior and what's not expected behavior. That's it.
Okay.
Good.
Well, in the console, this is outside of my scope of support here. Like I said, this is for people who, and they have specific people that they contact for that reason. The console, like I said, a normal consumer doesn't has no reason to go into the console. And so I can take that information if you're still asking about things that you're looking in the console and send that up and see what we see, find out what we find out.
Good.
If there's any other questions about just normal, regular consumer apps, then I can totally support you on that.
So let me run through a couple of things and then you can give me your opinion, yeah? Instead of me stopping on every single screenshot, yeah?
Sure.
Thank you. So the number one, two important one is R, actually, the one that says your screen is being observed. Is that expected behavior or not?
When you're screen sharing with Apple for, any reason, I guess, I don't know if you had screen shared with us like you are right now, here, and took a screenshot at the time that it was happening, or if you were if you were screen sharing with them before and maybe it just hadn't disconnected when you guys dropped off. Could have been a situation like that.
All
the
right.
only thing I can think of in that situation. Do you recall calling Apple on that day?
No,
getting help?
No, this is the day of unboxing, and if you look here, Wi-Fi is off.
Well, let me see. This is set up MacBook Air, but was that computer a MacBook Air or another Mac that you can connect?
No, this is my MacBook Air. This is my MacBook Air. Right now, I'm screen sharing with you, and I have to have Wi-Fi to screen share with you, right? I have to.
You have to have internet connection, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's there. That's expected. But here it is on the 12th, and Wi-Fi is off. I turned it off. I never connect to Wi-Fi, and it says your screen is being observed. So I'm going to run through a couple, and you let me know which one is expected or which one is not expected. So since we're on that one, given that there is no visible Wi-Fi, was that expected or not?
If you were on a MacBook Air where you couldn't connect via Ethernet, then no, it wouldn't look expected at all. It looks like there was some sort of glitch.
Great, thank you for that, because no Ethernet, no connection that I know of, right?
Okay.
All right. So, and then I have this, I showed you this one already, right? On the 23rd, and there's lots of error. All of this, if it was done by Apple, they're all errors, right? Okay. And then I go here and I look at the console and it tells me, and I do understand that you're not trained on console, but it says the domain is not on the whitelist, device is not internal. Okay? And let's see this one here. Channel destroyed with key. I'm going to ignore most of them. Let's see this one. It says, I see private, this thing private everywhere in console. And I wanted to know what is private. It says volume is private. And there's a whole lot. Most of the log says private. It also says I think I showed you this. It's something like this. Volume private. I have no Wi-Fi, but there's XPC connection. Bad things to come. I'm only went to console because there's so many things happening on my computer that I cannot explain. I see something like we're waiting. Who are we? I have no network connection, but who is the we? Okay. Do we need to enable courier? No. This now I have Wi-Fi, but courier is a constant. APSD is a constant. And then I get something like this one here. TPH says we're trusted and in. Who's we? When I have no
I don't know. Like, I'd have to just, type up these questions, unless you already have them typed up here, and send them to me. I have to type up these questions for
Okay.
one here in order to be able to, like I said, send that up, because, again, that's in console, and that can mean anything.
That's true. It could mean
Yeah.
anything, but like I said, I'm having a lot of issues on the computer, right? I have something like the group is private. Remember I mentioned private. Who's private? Why do I have a group that's private on my computer? And on and on. There's many, many, many. It says here, local device changed. I don't understand. I know it can mean many things, but I'm going by plain English. Okay, and then the local device UUID with not UID, but the IP address would change as well. I also have all of these users, whoever they are, will be volatile because this is empty. The home directory path is empty. Anyways, you see it's a lot of let's see this one here. So using custom OS, and it's private again. The operating system is custom and it's private again. No comment, no thought on that? Or odd or not odd?
I'm noting what you're showing here.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your comment about that operating system.
Excuse me. I said, hold on, let me note, because you showed me a lot here so far. So let me note what you showed me, and
Okay.
and give me a moment now.
Okay.
Thank you for your patience there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to get down real quick. Okay. You said you had a question about something else about the OS or something? What was it?
Are you not seeing my screen?
Uh-huh.
There, it's right here. It's on my screen.
Uh-huh. Again, this is in the app called Console, and so since, this is something that is in there, I would have to send this up. So I emailed you
You emailed me?
a link that will allow you to upload the different screenshots and videos that you had showed me so far, and if you have any others, great.
Mm-hmm.
I saw you had one for April 1st, but I was going to ask you if you had anything that was like recent within the last 24 hours or so.
If I have anything within the last 24 hours?
Right. Uh-huh.
I didn't
Do you have
use...
any pictures or screenshots? Videos or screenshots of anything else that was recent?
What difference does that make?
Because when I'm going to gather logs, if there's nothing here that's happened, we'd have to wait for the issue that you're concerned about to reproduce again, so that it would be something they can find and see in the logs when I gather them from you.
Well, when I go to the logs, I notice that, and I don't have it readily available right now, that capture logs are constantly being cleaned. Yeah, I see the capture logs are constantly being cleaned, but I don't mind sending the screenshots.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a
Are you
log.
saying that you didn't want to run the capture data file to pull whatever logs are available?
Well, I don't see the benefit in it because in the console...
if there's someone that you feel is hacking your system, then the logs would at least show that. These are just pictures, but we don't have any logs for that day that you're telling us that there was an issue to be able to look and see, do we see something going on that looks suspicious? That's why I asked if there's something more recent, as far as a screenshot or video, and then also if something did happen within the past 24 hours, then I can pull the logs and have them take a look at it. If you're serious about this concern, which it sounds like you are, if you came in asking for a senior advisor, then let us do what we do and investigate it for you.
Yes, I don't mind sending the logs, but you're asking for something that's recent. I really didn't use the computer yesterday, and today I just what I did today was, so I'm going to divert a little bit to answer your question. What I did today was, where is it? Right here. So I started up the computer. The moment I started it up, you can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Good. So Wi-Fi is always turned off. But the minute I started my screen today, I start recording, data is constantly moving in and out of the Mac, even when Wi-Fi is off. And I was told that should not happen. So since I'm talking about it now, is that expected or not expected behavior?
Let's see here. So in the situation of screen sharing, if we were screen sharing and then somehow you had a Wi-Fi disconnect or something, then you may still see, if you didn't hit stop or whatnot, you may still see the screen sharing icon there, and it's easily, restart the Mac would be another way to get rid of that there. So, software is software. So yeah, if somehow you were screen sharing with us, like you are now with me,
No,
and then somehow there was a problem with the internet where it dropped, that might still be there. Sure.
no, but that's not what I'm asking about.
Okay.
Here's what I'm asking about. This is today, this morning,
Okay.
when I started up the computer. And actually, I should ask you
Mhm.
how to get rid of that top screen. When I started up the computer, so ignore that. That's the screen currently. This is when I started up the computer this morning. Okay, at 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay, it's 12 o'clock now. When I started up, no Wi-Fi, right?
Okay.
There.
Okay.
But this, what is a constant? And here's the question. When I
Well,
have
say it
no,
again.
so here's the question. No Wi-Fi, and the constant is data is constantly moving in and out of my computer when I have no visible network connection. So I show you that there in the recording because you asked me what I did today, and I'll show you it here. This is at 10:53, and tons of data moving in and out, most going to MDNS responder. Okay, so the question, is it expected behavior that data is constantly moving in and out of my Mac when I have no visible network connection?
In this screen, I'd have to, again, have one of our system engineers look at it to see if we're understanding this, what it's telling us here, and that somehow there was, data going in and out, or if this is telling us something else.
All right.
So I couldn't answer that question right now.
You
without
cannot
them
answer it.
reviewing that for me and clarifying if that's what if we're understanding this correctly.
All right. So we have a lot of, that's where the issue comes in. There's a lot of issue of that you can may not be able to explain. So I start up the computer, data moving in and out, and no visible Wi-Fi, right? So I'm going to scroll a little bit. Then I go to, then I start up, hold on. There's a console. I just started it up. It's only 3,000 messages. So I go to the top, and the first thing is their plugins. Now, when there's no visible network, as you can see there, no visible network, should I see plugins immediately? I didn't use the computer last night at all. Should I see that?
I wouldn't see any reason why not to, but if the system's set to launch them on startup there, so I wouldn't see a reason why it wouldn't. But again, you're in the console, which is an app, like I said, that is out of my scope. So you're asking me questions that I really can't answer here.
Right. Okay.
For you, I'd have to escalate that. Take the information and escalate it. Now, are you screen sharing right now or recording our?
Yeah, I am, only because.
Okay, well, at least, you didn't tell me that ahead of time. At least let me know. So I just wanted to make sure, because that's why I mentioned this here, because if I'm going to be recorded, it needs to be known, especially since you're showing me other screenshots and recordings or whatever of it looking like Apple is on your screen when you're not with us on the phone. So I want to make sure this is recorded, that you are on the phone with us and we are screen sharing because of your request.
Hold on, what is
while
this?
You're showing me this information. Okay.
You just sent this?
Yes, I did.
Connected to Wi-Fi.
You can hit OK at this point, but I'm just confirming in this recording that you are connected to Wi-Fi and currently screen sharing with Apple regarding your privacy concerns.
Okay, so okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so
go ahead and click OK, and that'll go out of your way.
I know that I'm sharing with Apple. I know that. I understand that. I understand why I show this, because I tried to explain to Apple why is it when I'm screen sharing with you guys, I see this, but when I'm not screen sharing with you guys, just like I showed you where it says your screen is being observed, I still see this.
Right. When, like I said, it's supposed to drop off when we hang up with you on the phone. So again, I don't know if we were still on the phone and then you lost internet and then it just didn't get the response to cancel out, I don't know what the circumstances
So
were
I'm going to
at
repeat.
all.
I'm going to repeat because you already asked me that question. I said on the day of unboxing, I did not immediately connect with Apple and screen share. No, I did not screen share with Apple on the day of unboxing. When I showed you that
I
screen
hear
share,
you.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
So I showed you a lot of console messages. So this is Activity Monitor. All processes are restricted. All, including Safari.
Tab, are you under?
Is that
You're under
expected?
the network tab there, and it's for the Win. Okay, March 21st. I have to look into that one there. If it's under the network tab. So, fine. How did you get to that? That one is not the same. What version of Mac OS are you on currently?
12
Oh, you're
to
out
what?
of date. Gotcha. Because our latest version of our software is 12.3.1, and it's definitely important to keep up to date
Sure.
in order,
Yeah,
to
I'll
be
get that
safe.
done. Not a problem. Thank you.
Yeah, because I was like, this activity monitor looks nothing like mine, and I don't have that option in mine at all. So that's why I'm like, wait, maybe there's a difference in the version that we're looking at here of why. It was like, I don't see that column at all here. Let's see. In my system, and let me check one thing. Yeah, so that's fine. I'll have to, because that's not an option in our current version. And we support, obviously, our current version of the software. And so I'd have to look up and see where this would have been coming from or dealing with in a previous version here. But yeah, that's not in the current version at all. So I'd have to look up to see what this was even addressing.
Okay.
Here. So I wouldn't have the answer right now. I'd have to look it up.
Okay.
Might take some time.
All right. So I tell you what, since we're on that you will look it up, you did send me an email that I can respond to, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me double check. I haven't gotten it.
The one that'll say your Apple case and have the case number behind it.
No, don't have it. This is email from 10 o'clock this morning. I don't have your email.
Check your junk mail just in case for me, and I'm going to go and just review.
No.
Because we confirmed the email spelling.
No, it's no.
Before.
Okay, so the email that I use, this email here is this one here. This is the one I use for my email there.
Oh, okay. I sent it to the Apple ID email address.
No.
Yeah, that's probably why. The one that you've given me and share with you. On there. That's what I had sent it to. So you want me to send it to this other one instead?
Yes, please.
Let me update.
Okay, so this one is how to
All
send
right.
file. Okay, and this one here is how to respond to you, right?
Right, and how you just reply, and I'll get the email there. And so this one is for the logs to gather the logs, and also for you to submit the screenshots and video
Right.
now. I'm gonna see if they're even open today. I know it's Sunday, so they may not be even open to get on the line to talk to.
Sorry, I
But
can
I'm gonna
barely
check real
hear
quick.
you. I can barely hear you sometimes.
I'm checking to see if our product security team is even here today for me to consult here. So while you're uploading the screenshots and
Okay.
video,
So
I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to place you on hold for a moment.
So no,
okay?
no, don't go away yet. I'm not gonna upload anything today. I'm not organized enough today to upload anything. The reason I called you this morning, the reason I called you today is because a recording disappeared from my computer, and so I thought I'm gonna make the phone call. I was holding off, waiting for the other person who was supposed to call me back, but I have 7 days, I believe, right, to upload the files.
The actual files, let me just reconfirm if that's changed. Sure, but I can't do any, the only other thing I'd be looking into at this point then would be the activity monitor, which again, I'd need that screenshot at least to continue to start any type of investigation. Otherwise, we're sitting here and we have a conversation for nothing.
All right, so it has to be here, or can I send it to you via email?
You would have to do it here because if you, for some reason, couldn't reach me and had to speak to someone else, this uploads, I'm sorry, if you scroll down, the link below it, it says send files to Apple, uploads it to the case so that any senior advisor or if an engineer has to look at it, they'll be able to see it.
Okay.
If you do email, no, the email they won't see it.
Okay,
There's
so let me
teams
send
that have
the.
access to certain things.
Okay, so let me send the one file, the restricted one, the one that you can look into, because the other ones you cannot. You have to send it to your product security team, right?
Right. To just, and this would be strictly informational at this point because, again, we support the current version of our software. Any other versions, we're limited in the support due to them being outdated there. And that was on a older version. So if you're able to back up any of your data and then update to the latest version that we do support, then that would be great because a lot of times engineers are asking, well, we do update our security in our newer versions, and it also resolves any weird, software issues you may have.
So I'm clicking on software update.
Updated.
I'm clicking on software update, but nothing's happening.
There seems like there was something that's trying to pop up behind it there. Can you move the window? Let's see. Try minimizing this one here.
Hold on.
Like something trying to pop up. Go ahead. Oh, you got a lot of windows open. And the other way,
I can close that one.
would be going into system preferences. Where's your system preference window? Because you already have system preferences open. So go to here, because this is where it's taking you. So it's already open. So you have to make some space first.
Okay. All right, so I'll do that later. I'll do that later. In the meantime, let's go do what we were doing.
Well, if you hit select files and you know where that particular one is, then you can grab it from there.
It's this one here. So the two things about this screenshot: one, all processes, doesn't matter what it is, everything is restricted. One. And the other one is Windows Server is constantly using the most amount of energy, but it never shows up here. QuickTime shows up, console shows up. Console is not even at the top. And Safari. But Windows Server is constantly using
Windows Server is part of the operating system, so I don't think that everything in the OS can show up there under the battery drop down there. I think maybe Windows Server is not an app. It's part of the OS.
All right.
So those are apps that it's showing you.
Okay. So it's showing me what's using significant energy.
And
Right.
so those apps all use Windows Server.
Okay.
Again, Windows Server is part of the operating system.
So you're saying Windows Server will never show up here?
Right, no. Because it's not an app. It's part of the OS.
It's part of the OS. Okay.
A program within the OS.
Okay, so you're going to look as to why even Safari is
For
restricted.
the restricted part, right? Because
Yes.
that's something that's not in the current version of our activity monitor, so I can have to look that one up.
Send that off to you. And then this one here, I have no visible Wi-Fi, and I mentioned that private is a constant. It's all over the Mac. And it's MDNS Responder. MDNS Responder, I looked it up, and it is a networking software. It's when your devices are being networked. Okay, so I don't understand why mine is a default, right? And it's a rat. Do you know?
When you look at the word rat, what do you think that means?
I think it means remote access Trojan.
Okay. You're saying Trojan? You're thinking it's a Trojan?
Well, that's what oftentimes that's the dominant discourse on what rat is as it pertains to technology, isn't it?
I couldn't tell you because, again, that's out of my scope of support. I'm just wondering, so that I can explain when you do decide to, upload that here. When I explain the concern, I'd like to be descriptive and why you feel like this is a concern here.
Well, I'm saying it's a concern because MDNS Responder, and it's not from me, I mean, I researched it. It's for network computers. My computer should not be networked. It's a private computer. It doesn't leave my home. Okay, one. And then I looked up rat as well. Again, not from me. I researched it. And then there's no such thing. I don't know what private is. Actually, you know what? I'm going to send you this one screenshot. So 2 screenshots, that's it. Oh, and wait, maybe 3. And this one here says that the user is private.
Okay.
Private?
Which makes sense to me, but go ahead. Yeah, I would think so.
Okay.
I would hope so.
It makes sense. So what is private? How does it make sense?
Well, I didn't write the code, so, in my mind, it's, it has a password. It's private. It's not open. Those are things that come to my mind when I see it. But, sure, go ahead and send it on up so we can get that clarified here.
That one there.
Now, you didn't want to show or send up the one regarding your screen was being observed there? You didn't want to send that one up as well?
I could. Just 1 second. I also have this one here where it says this. There's this is yesterday morning. Yesterday after. No, in the morning, early in the morning. This is security, SR security, and it says session owner 501 is member of a group, admin. I am not a part of any group. I'm looking at plain English, and I understand what you say, that something could mean something else, right? So I'm going to send this one up to you as well, and I'm going to tell you I'm not a member of a group. I do not belong to a group. Hold on. So when somebody's looking at this, they know what it is I'm talking about.
I think they probably already do if they're trained in the console.
Yeah, but that's not true.
Assume that you're
but that's
a member of anything in that
That's not,
regard. Yeah.
that is not true. I could be a member of a working group.
You could, but I mean, and when we're looking at Consort, like I said, this is for people who write, software programs and whatnot. So I don't see, how they would assume that you are part of a group in this respect, because this is just talking to the software on the computer for
But
work.
but there are times when people are part of a group, and there are times when people are not part of a group. It could be
Sure.
when someone is looking at it, they will ask the question, "Are you a part of a group or not?" Because it could be legitimate or not.
Like I said, a consumer wouldn't be in here, so if there was something like that that was written in the code, it would be, again, part of the code. They're pulling a group of, it could be a group of commands, so yeah. And that's only because I have had some software, programming experience where I know, okay, well, I've had to write stuff like that there to make it call up an app or something to that effect.
Okay, so I'm just gonna send these couple. Actually, one more. Wait. I want to send the one where it says this device does not have an internal battery. And your thought on that one? The device does not have an internal battery?
You said, well, nothing, because again, that's in a program that I don't really support, so it can mean a lot of things there. So I'd have to have them take a look at that to tell me what it's supposed to mean. If it's a cause for alarm, at all. But if your battery is working, I don't think it's a cause for alarm at all. And I'm looking for, there is a place here, and then
Okay, and this one here. So I showed you the one that says no internal battery. And hold on. And it says internal build is false. I don't know if that would be cause for concern, but it is to me. Maybe to someone else not. To me it is. And do you want the one that says the operating system is where does it say? Right. It says device is not Apple internal install.
that's fine. Might make sense as CloudKit, so I can see it on iCloud.
And I did not join iCloud. Thank you for mentioning that. I see a lot of iCloud, but I did not join iCloud. And it's also volatile.
But you're saying you didn't want to do send over the log here today?
Nope.
You're just wanting to send over the screenshot?
Yep.
That'll just prolong an answer if we wait for that part. They'll just be, ask us in response, can you send over log? That's usually what we have to do before
Okay,
setting up an escalation.
if they ask for it, then we'll do it. And this one here is device is not Apple install. Hold on, there's one with the OS. So private, it seems that private is a service and it's root only.
Now, do you feel like whatever you're reporting here as far as in the console and then the other, I guess, the screen that you showed me where it said you were being observed, do you feel like pretty much there's a flaw in the privacy and security of your computer here?
Well, I don't want to answer that. There's a flaw in the.
Do you feel like it might put other Apple customers' device security or privacy at risk? Whatever you're reporting here in regards to the things that are happening on your computer.
Okay, that's a very good question to ask, and I will say, absolutely. I think I sent this one. Device is not installed. Hang on. Listen, I have to get organized with all these things that I have, but I think I have enough, that I've sent enough. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I think that's enough. I don't want to send any more. Oh yes, you asked me to send the one that says your screen is being observed.
Right, did you send that one?
No.
Or did you select that one to upload?
And I think that's more than enough.
Well, again, the logs would completely help because these are screenshots, and it just shows the screenshots as far as what's happening in the back end. That's the most important.
Right.
At that point, so they can see what's going on. And that's why I mentioned gathering those logs there for whatever's happened in the last 24 to 48 hours.
Okay, so my question is, are these expected behavior or not? Based on the foundation, this is a private computer, I'm not part of a group, I should not be networking if I am networking. And how many screenshots have I sent? I've sent 10. I think that's more than enough. I don't want to send any more. And I want to know what private is. What is private? Because private takes up most of console, and you're saying it's expected behavior, but I need to know if it is or if it isn't. So I'm going to send these. Do you see them? Do you see them when I send them?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Good. Okay, nothing is being sent. Can you see my screen?
Oh, I'm trying to type something, so no, I wasn't looking at your screen here.
Okay.
I'm trying to make sure I get the notes, especially based on what you're saying.
Yeah, there was a lot of things being
uploading.
sent. Okay, then suddenly data is moving now. Okay. Console is using significant energy right there. So let's see console. I have console open. Look, console messages keep disappearing. I'm going to see 249, 244, 244, 244. They keep disappearing. Is that expected behavior?
I'd have to look into that again. You're in the console, and I told you before that is an app that we're not, trained to handle in the consumer realm.
Okay.
And so I'd have to send that up and have them take a look at that to let me know.
So this is important. This happens all the time. Console messages keep disappearing. And I was told by...
Well, to me, that if it's something for a person who is an engineer, software engineer, yes, that would be normal. It's gonna come up and go away on a regular basis because it's just for them to review what's going on at the time when they're running their software. So that's the gist of it, in a nutshell. But as far as what these things mean and trying to delve deeper into them, that part, is totally, something that I wouldn't be handling under the consumer realm. And so, yes, that's why I said whatever your concern is here, I'll note that down and escalate it and then follow up with you here. Now, today's Sunday, so they won't really see the request for your concern until tomorrow, Monday.
So
I wouldn't have a response or be able to reach out until Tuesday there to let you know what they're stating based on what you're sharing.
Okay. A lot of data is moving out of the Mac. Fine. I have a connection. That's good. But none of the screenshots are being sent. None of them.
Now, you have YouTube on over here. Is that YouTube? Alrighty. These are small files, yeah. You don't have any certain blocks set up on Safari or preferences, do you?
Not that I know of, but let's go through it. Show me what you're talking about.
I'm just gonna Safari menu and preferences. Okay, and go to privacy first. Okay, prevent cross-site. So any of these, especially this one, can kind of make the connection when you're uploading stuff a little bit slow here because
no worries.
The IP address.
I didn't set any of these up. I never look at this.
Really? Okay.
No.
And then the other one I was going to look at, here, security. These are normal. Okay. You're fine there. All right. Go ahead and clear that, and then might have to refresh it. Here. Yeah, it's going to make you re-upload them there. Okay. Go ahead and do your,
So those have all disappeared now?
Yeah. Now try to select them again. Alright. And while you're doing that, I'll be right back. One moment.
Are you still there?
Thanks for your patience there. Appreciate it. I was looking. I don't see anything has come over yet. Are you still
Yeah, I had to
attempting
find
to
them.
upload?
Okay, here they are. They're all organized now. I'm sending
Okay.
11.
And my screen sharing dropped there. I think on my
Your screen
full.
sharing
I
is
don't
back,
see your
right?
screen anymore.
No,
Couldn't hear you.
you are screen sharing, aren't you?
No, it dropped on my end. Here I can hit reconnect. The screen share to start it
Okay.
again. Here.
Okay.
So you might see resume on your end.
It shows on my end that you are screen sharing.
I'm not.
Oh.
It dropped the connection on my end.
Okay. I haven't.
I don't know if you saw the new invite or or
Can you
you
send
might
it
see
again?
resume.
Can you send it again?
Okay, I'll end this one then. Okay. Come on.
Okay, so I'm gonna send 11 and I'll wait until you join me again.
Mhm. Do you see the screen sharing request?
No,
When it popped up on the top right? Let me.
I haven't seen anything recently. I didn't click on the one that you just closed. But if you
You
send it,
might have to
yeah, I know I'm gonna have to.
get it.
I didn't know you were reconnecting because the blue screen is blinking.
Okay.
So it kind of tells me
But do you see anything that's popped up asking you to
no.
start the screen sharing again or reconnect or resume?
No, I'm just gonna send these anyway. I'm sending them now, and they're still
Alright.
not sending. Nope, nothing is being sent.
Try sending those files in. Do you have an iPhone?
No,
You don't have an iPhone
no.
at all? If you tried sending then maybe 2 at a time instead of all 11 at the same time?
Yeah, I can do that. But if you don't mind, maybe try again a couple of times to reconnect with me because I don't see any pop-up message. Hold on a second. I wonder if
Yeah,
I
because
can.
on my end.
How about if I end the screen sharing and then you start again?
That's fine.
I'm ending it now. And okay, so the screen has stopped blinking. It has disappeared. So I'll wait for you.
Give me a moment.
There it is. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
nothing is being
see the
sent.
screen there.
And
But
this,
go ahead and try sending just a few at a time there, so maybe 2 or 3 at a time there. So that's
okay,
suggesting.
how do I go back now?
Refresh
Right.
at the top.
All right.
All at once.
So these are not recordings, but they're not being sent. So they're small files. I'll do 1, and then I'll send the 1. Can you see my screen?
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking.
Okay. Number 1,
Okay,
and
so
I can refresh now. There's number 1.
Yeah.
Refresh.
It looks
Did
like
you?
that came through. Yeah, that came through. You can hit refresh and
Good.
try
And
sending
I'll do
some
the
more.
rest. I'll do 1 at a time.
Okay.
And I am guessing this is not expected behavior. They should be sent. Yes.
It could be. It depends on your internet and what's going on there. So yeah, I've had customers have some issues, uploading, and it took them a while.
Are you looking?
There, you might have to go back to your email to get that link again, since we've been dealing with for a while. It might have timed out on us.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
So you got the 1.
Yeah, that first one I got. Let me
Mm-hmm.
refresh the edge.
So we'll do each one, and you let me know if you got it. There's number 2.
Okay.
So once you've confirmed, I'm gonna send number 3.
Yep, number 2 came through.
Look at that.
try. That's what I was mentioning. I usually have people go to the select files rather than dragging and dropping there normally anyway.
But they should work. I've done it before with Apple.
Mhm.
So I'm going to go to my email again, and this is what it's like using this Mac.
I was gonna say you might have to quit Safari. It might be a good thing, and then reopen it and close those other ones.
So you've got two, right?
Okay, there you are. Oh, you have to hit confirm first, and then agree.
And
There
so
you go.
you have two of them already.
Yes, I have to.
It's number 3.
All right. Okay. Yep. Number 3 has come through. Hit confirm first. You haven't hit confirm.
Okay.
That's why you're in the wrong screen there. Yeah, you have to hit confirm first, and then agree to terms of use. Now, try your phone.
So you've gotten 3. Should I send number 4 now?
Right. I have 3.
Okay, 4.
Yep, 4 has come through. Yep. There we are.
And this is number 5. Oh, I want
All right. Yep, that's come through.
Okay. This is number 6. Your screen is being observed. Number 7. Okay, February the 6th. Sitting in my closet.
Yeah, it's come over.
And number 7, where it says Mac was sitting in my closet.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Number 8, device not internal.
Yeah, I forgot to confirm the case. You're not on the wrong screen.
Oh.
You gotta hit confirm there first. Yeah. There we go. Okay.
Alright, so you've got, it's in my closet, so I'm going to do number 8 now. And
yep,
refresh.
8 come through.
Got number 8, number 9. Oh wait, I'm going to refresh. Not refresh, but confirm. So number 9 is 501, user 50 session. Owner 501, not user 501.
Okay.
Hold on. Owner 501.
Okay, let me refresh.
Let's send that. 9.
Yep, 9 come through.
Good. Number 10, multiple phone numbers. Number 11. That says user is private. And I just want to send one more. So that's number 11. Send. I want to send one more.
Okay, 11 just come through.
Perfect. Here it is, Custom OS. Okay.
Did you send another?
Yeah, I'm sending it right now.
Oh.
So there we go, a dozen.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. There's 12.
All
Now
received.
here. Oh.
Good. So I'm going to sign out of this, and let me ask you. I want to do two other things. I don't want to complicate it. I just want to do two more things. Just 1 second. Right here is called organized chaos. So, so the two other things I want to ask you are, okay, that I want to do. Email.
Oh, did you put the let me see. Hold on. Let me go and look. Yeah, you did.
Okay.
About the activity monitor and the processes being restricted.
Yes.
So you remember
send
to
that
put
one.
that in there. Okay.
So,
okay. What were you gonna show me or ask me?
So one, I don't usually use this one here. So respond. No, not that one there. Close. How do I? Which one is respond? This one here, right? To respond to you. Forward. No.
Reply.
Reply. Right. Correct.
But for some reason, when you hit reply, the
but it should
field is blank.
Leave that blank?
No, I'm saying for some reason when you're hitting reply, the to field is blank instead of it auto-populating the email in there.
That's why. Yes, that's why I closed it in the first place. That's why I'm asking you which one is reply, because it should populate.
Yeah, it should. But then again, you're on an older version of the Mac OS, so the first thing I would end up having to say is update your software to the latest version that we support so that we can see if the issue persists in that regard there.
Okay, hold on.
Now, the other way to communicate with me, though, is using that link, and then you would just log in with your Apple ID. Okay. Now, since you wanted me to email it to that other email address, I didn't check to see, but is that other email address also an Apple ID?
The other email address, hold on.
The Toronto one?
That's the Toronto one. Hold on, the Toronto one is this one here. This one that's in my doc.
No. But no, I'm saying, well, I already know that the other one is Apple ID because I screen shared with you. So I was saying, is the Toronto one an Apple ID as well? Because if so, when you click on this link, you shouldn't have a problem with also sending me a message via this link.
Okay, so the Toronto one is not my Apple ID. So when I'm clicking on it now, it doesn't go anywhere.
Well, go to the, I know, because you're in a reply screen. Close this window. And then click the link from here.
Okay. There was a
Okay. So then it'll, and then go ahead and continue with password and see if it'll let you get into the screen so you can see how it looks. And that's up to you. Okay. So here you have two options. You can either record a message, audio message for me, or type a message. Then here, if you scroll down a bit, you'll see the option to type a message to me. Now, it's not text or anything, so it still works like email for me. And so when you message, I would end up replying via email there.
Fantastic. Okay. So this is one of the reason I record, because I can look back and see what you guys have shown me. So I don't have to call back again and you guys and ask the same question.
Yeah.
So RENITO.
And with the recording, I usually because there's obviously with the recording, you'd have to wait for me to get off another call, before I can hear it. Whereas if you do type a message, then if if I'm not too engaged, where I don't see it pop up, but if I do see it pop up, then I can at least, review it while I'm on a call, there and know that you're meeting me for some, for the case and whatnot.
Okay, so you're gonna look at restricted processes, and you're gonna look into why console log messages disappear. Yes.
You said log message.
Yeah.
Console log
messages, they continuously disappear. See, 318, 314, 314, they continuously disappear. And I asked because previously your senior advisor had told me that no, they should not disappear. So,
I remember you saying something about that. And now, let me check. Mention it here. I did email you an user guide for console. Let me just see if it even mentions it in here. For your review, if you ever, wanted to look at it.
Right? Can I say that? If it's not expected, how do we prevent it from happening?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. I see it. So yeah, I'll be submitting that. As far as the other questions in regards to console, up to our security team here, and the activity monitor. I'll be looking into that as well myself. And like I mentioned, I should be following up with you at least Tuesday, because today's a weekend, so they won't see my request until tomorrow anyway.
Okay.
So yeah, Tuesday. And is there any specific time that's good for you on that day for me to follow up with you?
Call me after 1 o'clock.
And you're on Eastern time?
Yes.
Right here? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna note that. We'll
available after 1 p.m. Eastern time that day.
Can we say between 1 and 4 or 1 and 5?
Say that. What was your question?
Can we say Tuesday between 1 and 5 p.m.?
I'm checking that now. Yeah, so I can probably reach out on Tuesday at 1:45. I'd say between 1:45 and 2:45, just in case I get a long call prior to
2:45 p.m. That's perfect. good?
I'll let you send that,
Okay.
or
So I
submit
send
that, and I
that.
can verify. Because when you send it, I have to verify it on my end. Anyway.
Can you tell me if you got it or not?
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for you to hit
Oh,
send
okay.
so that I can tell you
Okay.
that I got it.
So I'll wait for you to let me know, and then just one more thing I want to show you, and then that's it.
One moment. Get it. Yep, I did get it. I do see it here.
Good. So that's done. I'm gonna minimize that. And so the last thing I want to show you is right here. So I tried to post to develop discussions at apple.com. Okay, good. And then I want to put a link, and it says this is, you can see all these things, right?
Okay.
Here. Okay, so look at the screen. Okay, actually put it there, and then not that one, this one here. So the minute I hit submit, suddenly a new this pops up, and it says please choose a topic, and I could never post the discussions at apple.com. This thing pops up, it says please choose a topic. There's no,
Oh, is this not so? This looks like you typed in one rather than choosing from the list of topics that are there. Is that what? Can you go back to the screen? Is this one that's the
no,
actual
there was
live screen?
no, there was no list of topic. Hold on.
None. Okay.
There was no list of, let me see if I can play it. The recording disappeared from my Mac. I wanted to show you, but it disappeared from my Mac. So what I had to do, I had to go to my screen recording. Look, there it is. Okay, there's nothing there. There's nothing that asks me to choose from any topic or anything. Okay, there's nothing. It just asks me to do that, right? And then I go, the minute I hit on submit, it tells me.
Oh, you didn't choose one of these. What is it related to?
This is an option to choose a different topic. I already chose.
No, it says what topic is this related to? Did you?
You know what?
Let me see.
I'll do it again. And then we can go over it.
So I'm gonna do it right now. I'm
Okay.
just gonna do a test. This is a test, and then it says what device is this about? Let me see your screen. How did you answer that one? Did you select? I think you selected the Mac, right?
This device is what I selected.
Okay, and then you're still supposed to choose the topic of at the bottom. Otherwise, it'll ask you. So that is part of that form.
Hold on.
Because I'm just doing it on the screen. I went to discussions@apple.com right now, and I didn't choose what topic it is, and I hit submit, and I also got the same error. Please choose topic, because that is part of that form.
All
there.
right.
So pretty much it's an incomplete form. That's why you were getting that error.
Okay. Let's look at the facts. Here I am. We're doing it together. Okay?
Here
I am.
Sure.
Walk me through.
Did you hit ask a question? Or, is that where you went when you did it last time?
So there it is. Ask a question, and it asks me, you don't...
So I just put test, because, I didn't have anything.
Okay, so hold on. T-E-S-T. Hold on. Pause. There's no topic to be chosen there, right? There's nothing to choose. No,
nothing up there. No.
And there's nothing here
to choose. Typing right here. Yeah,
okay?
These two boxes are just text boxes that you're typing in.
There we go. And then I chose a device. No,
You
it
got it?
says no. Hold. It says choose a different device. This is the one it's
Right, it's the
selected for
one.
me.
But you didn't choose a topic. You had left it alone, and then when you hit submit,
Okay.
then that's when it gives you the error to choose a topic about what
Hold.
it's about.
Okay, hold. How do I choose a topic? Because this one here says choose a different topic. So how do I choose a
Yeah,
topic?
but you didn't choose any topic. You hadn't
Okay.
selected either one of these options at the
So
time.
show me
And
which
so if
one.
you leave it like that and you hit submit, you'll see the error. But if you choose one, of course, you'll probably be able to move forward.
Okay, okay, we're walking through it. Show me how to do that. How
Yeah, well, you've already selected that. That's already a change with your previous action. So now that you have something selected, you can hit submit and then see what happens at this point.
Okay, but that is not, I don't have High Sierra, I have Mojave.
I understand. I'm just saying that I'm answering your question of why you got the error is because you hadn't chose a topic on that day when you were trying to submit something.
Got
And
it.
so that's why it gave you that error.
So if I
Now,
want
if
to
you
ask,
choose one now and hit submit, you would then submit something, and then you'll see that it's boosted.
so I can choose something like that. There it is, Mojave. Okay, got it. You are correct on this one. And then I should not have a problem in terms of submitting.
Correct. I just
Thank
did
you.
it on mine as well. Yeah.
Right, because it had already chosen a device for me, so when it asked for something different, I didn't want to choose. Anyways, good. Problem solved on that one. The other, I want to pose the questions that I have to discussions at Apple. Is there any place else that I can pose questions?
Is there what?
Is there another place that I can pose questions that I have? For instance, why does my computer says it does not have an internal battery?
Is there another place? You're saying within Apple, other
Within,
than the regular Get support? I mean, not that I can recall. This would be the main place. Like if you're just submitting to the community, otherwise you'd be getting support and then submit your questions there.
okay,
So, and that would be then prompted by a phone call or email, depending on how where you went within our website. But yeah, Get support is either phone call, email, chat, depending on how you do that. But otherwise, as far as discussions, no, this is the only one I'm aware of within our realm.
okay. So you've seen the screenshots I've sent to you. I've asked you questions. Where would be the best place? Is it Apple Discussions and via Apple Mojave? That would be the best to post. No, is
As
there
far as posting questions in general, yes, that would be a great place to post questions. Correct.
good?
Within the Alpha realm.
Thank you. Would developers at apple.com be a good place as well?
If you're a developer, then
If
sure.
Okay, so this would be it. This would be the place. Good. That's all. That's all my questions.
Okay, gotcha. Alrighty then. And so like I mentioned, I'll be submitting this up and then following up with you on Tuesday. Okay?
Okay, fantastic. Nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Take care,
Same
and
here.
we'll talk again
You too.
next week. Bye bye.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.